Fala galera, bem-vindo aqui mais uma vez como Texto Inspira em Loco, eu e a minha amiga Annie Cyr da Tengiva, ela é a CEO da Tengiva, a Tengiva que por coincidência, não tanto por coincidência, mas porque nós temos uma aliança e uma parceria, é a tecnologia por detrás do Brasil Têxtil.com. E aqui na Expo em Munique, o que ela está fazendo? Ela está com a expotextiles.com, que é a plataforma da feira. Todos os tecidos da feira vão estar disponíveis para quem quiser conhecer entrando na plataforma. Annie, first of all, it's a big pleasure to meet you here again. I'm so happy and proud about your success because I was 3 days closer than you, and the booth is totally full. Now is the ending of the day, the 3 days. And what do you think about these 3 days and the ISPO show and your technology into the ISPO show?
Thank you, Alex, for this super podcast. I think it's a wind of change. I think this is what we're really seeing, the reaction of the users, of the suppliers, how they have this new way of interacting, not only during the show, but also that they can continue it in a really easy way after the show. On the supplier side, we have this experience of how they can communicate, obtain analytics. What was the performance of the placement of their products here? How did they perform of the people that went in their booth and scanned the products? All of that is kind of new information they gain. On the side of the brands, the buyers, the products manager, it's a discovery of, oh, I can pre-select and make a strategy of who do I go to see. So a lot of them were like, oh, I self-qualified myself that I cannot work with this supplier, not because I don't want. I cannot buy their minimums. But this supplier, I can. So it's kind of, they do their self-assessment, they qualify themselves, and then they have a tool to make it easier to buy in stock, to get the swatch a week later. It's like, oh, really, this fast? And then they get to the production order module, and then they're like, oh, I know their minimum. Oh, I know the lead time. Oh, I know the price I'm starting at. So this way, I have a better understanding. Does it meet that? And it accelerates the whole process.
Including around the world, where you are, yes. You can check what the options that we have.
Exactly. And whenever you return to the office, you have a solution, you can continue, you can have the information, and it's continuously updating.
Including in fashion shows like this, or NDM in Brazil,
yes.
We have a small time to enjoy all the patterns, all the suppliers that have into the show. And they can continue the show after then this experience right here, no?
Exactly.
And Annie, about the BrasilTextile.com, what's your advice for the Brazilians to use our platform on Brazil?
Oh my God. One, it opens so many doors. First, it's easier for a lot of the clients say, oh, I did not know this supplier existed.
Yes.
They've discovered them. It's less scary. When you're new and you just walk, sometimes you're not sure if you can afford, if you're a good client for them, and you might be shy. Because you can have a preview, then you're like, oh, I want to go see them. I want to go sit down with them because I'm a good client for them. I have an understanding of their product. It's less shy. Second, it's about like continuing getting the analytics. For supplier, it's about, I got so much this question this year. How much did I earn in terms of profits or in terms of visibility or in terms of analytics from attending that show? Now you have all these scans, all the metrics behind. So you're able to say, hey, I brought all of that new in terms of performance, visibility. It complements itself. It's a tool. It allows you to go faster, further. It just makes it even better.
If you have to qualify, what kind of professional will use our marketplace?
Different type for different purpose. So, for example, emerging brands. We're going to start from the beginning. Emerging brands, they don't know nowadays how sourcing material works. So when they go for the first time in a booth, there's a lot of education that needs to come from the supplier about explaining the minimums, explaining how does this the process. So it's a lot of education from the supplier. For them, this platform kinds of translated. They're very digital native. So these tools allow them to understand, hey, before you begin, there's a minimum to place an order. So it already guides their reflectional process and it self-teaches them in terms of the emerging brands. Then it's about accessibility and discovery. Suppliers don't have time for 5, 20, 30 meters to supply the clients because it's a lot of work behind and they need to focus on clients that they have existing needs and so on. But tools like that allows these brands to discover and self-serve. So it's not much work for the supplier. The brand is happy, they begin working with them. And from there, they build a relation and they build up more and they grow with this supplier and build relation and really helping on this aspect. Then you have medium brands. Medium brands are like a mix of the emerging and the big ones. They go often for large volume and production order, but sometimes they do have rapid needs. So in their case, for specific use, they would go onto the in-stock materials functionality, but they would also go onto the production order request. So the production order request, when they're logged in as a business, so you don't want to disclose this information out in the open, but when they're logged in as a business, they can directly see, okay, this specific fabric requires 1,000 meter minimum. It will take a lead time of 45 days. Already you plan ahead. Then you say, okay, for this volume, I can have this price. Good, and they can directly send a request, so it accelerates everything that normally would take, what, 20 emails or calls?
Yes.
They can do it instantly.
Or wait, or wait and a representative to come to this area. It's a way to be more faster.
Exactly, they can do it in the middle of the night.
Yes, our platform we have the space of circularity.
Yes.
With Sysplan and other partners.
Yes.
What do you think and what do you feel about this? Because I'm too convinced that this is our biggest way to be more reactive for the retail and supply with the fabrics that are stopped on one place and do the integration about all the supply chain to go a little bit faster. What do you feel about this?
I don't know if I told you, but when we began developing the software 8 years ago, actually, that's the first purpose with the intention we had. We know that there are these fabrics. They are called sometimes excess stock, but the fact is it's quality textile just stopped there because there's no channels to circulate it or it's complex to know what's available in the market. So such a tool like Brasil Têxtil allows
She speaks very well, Brasil Têxtil.
Some words.
No, they're very good.
So allows to put in place this moment of rapid exchange in between those who have the materials and those who need it. And then you can do it depending on location, volumes, and types of materials and really change the ecosystem. I do believe in it.
I believe in this, and I believe in another thing too important for the Brazilian industry. Brasil Têxtil will be a great path to show to the world our Brazilian production of fabrics. And our suppliers can be touched by the global market easily because I'm
in a shock. The Brazil market, the world, I've been saying it since we started working together on Brasil Têxtil.
Yes.
The world is not ready for the Brazilian market. The quality, the price, the volume, the reactivity of the market and the supplier, you're extremely competitive. We're talking about the
Vocês
big
estão ouvindo? Nós somos competitivos e temos qualidades para tocar o mundo.
Yes. I want to add something that I've noticed through this experience actually is I think a lot of suppliers when they start exporting, because most of this trade happens in English, it's scary to start exporting because maybe you don't speak the English.
Yes.
That's where the platform comes in. It auto-translates.
Yes.
You don't need to speak another language. You can go overseas and do it.
And of course, it's easy for anybody around the world asking Brasil Textiles, come to our platform and can check and see what Brazil can do for the world. Because we are able to export a lot of fabrics.
Massive.
Including everything that I saw here on this show.
Yes.
Brazil have the same kind of fabrics with high quality including, with good price, competitive price. We can go out to Brazil. Annie, thank you very much again by our partnership. You are so kindly. I'm so proud about you because you are here on this big show. The people watched the videos that I record, and they can see how big is this show. And you have the mainly platform to support all the suppliers here. Congrats, I'm so proud about you. And você que está nos seguindo, espero que não tenha se incomodado demais com o meu inglês. Tentamos trazer para vocês o melhor conteúdo e aproveitar a Annie aqui para ela falar bem daquilo que ela criou, que é o software por detrás do Brasil Têxtil e da Expo Textiles. Forte abraço, vá nos seguindo aí para mais informação e conteúdo. Forte abraço.
Obrigada e bom dia.